What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing an NBA point guard tier list. I did these for all the positions on the offensive side of the ball for the NFL, and I will be doing this for the NBA point guard. We're going to be starting off with point guards, then shooting guards, small forwards, then power forwards and centers. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And we got most of the guys. I mean, some of them aren't really starters. They're just the face of the point guard position. Like Kevin Porter Jr. isn't the starter over John Wall. Killian Hayes isn't the starter over Dennis Smith Jr. Just guys like that. But other than that, this is a pretty good tier list, and let's hop right into it. And I hope you guys enjoy, and let's not waste any time, and let's get into it. Started off, we're going to be having Malcolm Brogdon of the Indiana Pacers. I think Malcolm Brogdon is a good player. He has some good stats. He's been good in recent seasons, and he was great with the Bucks. He joined the Pacers, has injuries, but Malcolm Brogdon, other than the injuries, he's a great point guard. He's a good point guard. Next is Kobe White. I think Kobe White's average. Kobe White really just hasn't proved himself in Chicago. He's had some great games. He's had some great moments, but he really hasn't been that good point guard that Chicago thought they were getting out of him when they drafted him. Kobe White isn't not ideal. He's not ideal. It's not like he's not ideal. It's not like he's trash. It's just he's average. And then Kyle Lowry, I'm also going to put in good. I would think Kyle Lowry is better than Malcolm Brogdon, but Kyle Lowry is a very, very good leader for that Toronto Raptors team. He's a good shooter. He's a good all-around offensive scorer. He's not bad on defense either. He's led the Raptors for many years. And Kyle Lowry is definitely still a good point guard. And you can say all you want about his age, but I still think Kyle Lowry is a high-performance player, and he always will be as long as he's in his career. He always will be. And then Markelle Fultz, I'm going to put in not ideal. Markelle Fultz was the first overall pick in the 2017 draft, I believe, by the Philadelphia 76ers. They quickly gave up on him, and they traded him to the Magic. And he's just been injured, all right? He's not an ideal placement for them. The Magic did get Cole Anthony in the first round last season. After with the 18th pick in the 2021 draft or 2020 draft, Cole Anthony was a good player, so I think Cole Anthony is pretty much a starter on that Magic team. But you can say what you want. Both of them were injured this season for a good amount, so I think Markelle Fultz is not ideal. Next is DeJounte Murray of the San Antonio Spurs. I think DeJounte Murray is good. Very underrated for the Spurs, and he's a good defender. I'm going to put it – do I put him in average or good? I'm going to put him in good. I think he's a good defender. He's good on the perimeter on defense, and he's not that bad of a scorer. He's really the man of the front court for the San Antonio Spurs. DeJounte Murray for sure isn't bad, and I think he is a bit I think he's above the average. You know what? I'll put him in average just because he's not that great of a scorer, but I think he's better than Kobe White. He's just on the line. He's like right here between good and average. Darius Garland, I'll put him in average. I mean, he was a rookie. He didn't play bad at all. And you can't say much about him when you haven't seen a ton out of him. Darius Garland wasn't bad last season. It's just Colin Sexton kind of took he kind of was the main guy of that front court and of the whole Cavs team. So I got to go. I think I'll just put him in average. Killian Hayes, not ideal. Killian Hayes was 7th pick in the draft, 2020 draft. He just didn't perform, all right? He really just kind of sat on the bench and was a bench player. I would think Dennis Smith is the starter, but going into next year, I think he is. He's just not ideal, and unless he steps up his game, I'm going to keep him here. Mike Conley, I'm going to put in good. I can't put him in all-star, even though he was an all-star, just because I think he's better than both of these two. it's just I can't say that he's all-star because he only made the all-star game because Devin Booker was injured and DeMar DeRozan got desperately snubbed. So Mike Conley wouldn't have made that all-star game. He's still a great third scoring option for the Utah Jazz, but he's just not on that all-star level. Chris Paul is all-star. He's not a superstar anymore. He's getting up there in age, but he still has a major impact on the Suns. Ever since he got there, the Suns have been phenomenal. And he's still a great defender. He's still a good passer, and he's still a good leader for that Phoenix Suns team. Patrick Beverley is average. Patrick Beverley gets too much hate. He's overhated because he's a dirty player. But other than his dirtiness, he is a great defender, and he's locked up a lot of players, all right? He's done a great job on Devin Booker. He's been able to guard LeBron. And Patrick Beverley is not a good scorer whatsoever, but he is a good defender, which puts him in average. I think you could put him here, but for now I'm going to put him in average. Jamal Murray also an all-star. Jamal Murray, the Nuggets were a mess in this playoffs, in the 2021 playoffs without Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray, when he's on the court, it's a brand new Nuggets team. All right, he works great with Nikola Jokic, goes out to the point, takes the passes, and shoots. He's a good shooter. He's good in the paint, and he's just an all-around great player for the Denver Nuggets. I think he's all-star. And then Ben Simmons, he was here at the beginning of the year. Then he was like, all right, he's having a rough playoffs, and now he's here. All right, Ben Simmons is I cannot say Ben Simmons is an all-star. The dude can't play offense, all right? He played well in the regular season on defense, but in the playoffs, he wasn't even that good of a defender. And let alone on offense, he was horrible. He couldn't make a free throw. He couldn't make a shot, and he passed up constant dunks. This dude can't play offense. He's afraid to score, and he's afraid to miss. He's just not good. He's not all-star caliber anymore. I'll put him in good. He's lucky to be in good because he could be with Kobe White and Pat Dev on average. But for now, I'll just put him on good. Luka Doncic is a superstar. Didn't live up to the hype that he once had. He was projected. He was voted to be the MVP of the season. Didn't live up to that hype, but still carries the Mavericks. He's a great all-around good player. He can score the ball, he can pass the ball, he can rebound the ball. He's a great player, and he can shoot well while going into the paint, and he's very versatile over the offensive side of the ball. He can play the 1 through the 3. Luka Doncic is a superstar. Dennis Schroeder, I think if Pat Beverley is here, Schroeder needs. You know what? Both of them are coming down to not ideal. I think the difference. I'll put Dennis Schroeder in average. Dennis Schroeder, he's just average in every single category. He's an average defender, average shooter, average scorer, average passer, average everything, average leader. He didn't really benefit the Lakers this season. Didn't do a lot to affect their record, but I guess he's just average. Steph Curry is superstar, no question about that. We all know that. He carried the Warriors this season and really gave them a chance to make the playoffs. But Steph Curry averaged the most points per game out of any player. So Steph Curry is a superstar. Dame Lillard, another superstar. I think Luka is better than Dame, but Damian Lillard, he didn't shoot the ball as well as he has in the past, but Dame Lillard is still, like Steph Curry, carried the Trailblazers this season. He's still a great playmaker. He's still an amazing scorer. Not as good as a defender as these two, but I still think Dame is a great superstar, and that's clear. That's clearly obvious. And John Morant. John Morant's an interesting one. I like John Morant. I'm going to put him in All-Star. John Morant, he's an excellent player, and he really stepped up this season as he really did step up this season. As in the playoffs, he played very well. In the play-in tournament, he played very well. And he's a scary player if you underestimate him. He's a great inside scorer. He's a great dunker, and he can shoot pretty well. and he's a good playmaker. John Morant did this season exactly what he did in college, and that was dominate. And John Morant, definitely the face of the franchise for the Memphis Grizzlies. Got to put him in All-Star. Lonzo Ball, I'm going to put in good. He's improved his three-point shooting. He's improved his scoring all around. We all know that he is already a pretty good defender. So Lonzo Ball has no reason to be below Ben Simmons and Malcolm Brogdon. I think Lonzo Ball's a good player. De'Aaron Fox, I can't quite put him on All-Star. Very fast playmaker, good scorer, and really the only non-disappointment on the Kings. I mean, no offense to Buddy Hield, but he's on a terrible contract, and for what he provides, not really worth it. So De'Aaron Fox is just an excellent player. Very fast. I just can't put him in All-Star. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, I'm going to put him in All-Star. He's more of a shooting guard. It's just that Shai is on this line. He's a lot like De'Aaron Fox and a lot like kind of like Malcolm Brogdon. But I think Shai is similar to John Morant as well. He's a good playmaker, good shooter, good defender. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can really just do anything on the court. And he slept on a lot, but he definitely makes up. A lot of people forget about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but I still think Shai's a great player. D'Angelo Russell's good. You can't put him in All-Star when you don't have an All-Star appearance. I don't believe he does. D'Angelo Russell's a good player. That's all you can say. He's a good shooter. He's a pretty good playmaker. I mean, he's been able to get Cat the ball well, and he's a good defender for the most part. So I think he's very similar to the guys in front of him, De'Aaron Fox, Lonzo Ball. Kyrie Irving is a superstar. It's obvious. Kyrie Irving is one of the most shiftiest, best ball handlers in the league. He is the best ball handler in the league. He really gets to the paint well and makes these acrobatic plays, and he's a good playmaker as well. While being already a great shooter, Kyrie Irving is possibly the most well-rounded player in the NBA. It's just Dame and Curry are better at three-point shooting than him, and probably just as good as ball handlers, but Kyrie Irving is still an outstanding player, and I got to put him in superstar. Kevin Porter Jr. is not the starter, but he's had his bright spots. I'll put him in average. Darius Garland's going in not ideal. But Kevin Porter, I'll put him in not ideal. I mean, he had that one insane 50-point game, but other than that, not much that he did. I mean, he could win, breakout player he could win most improved player of the year next season, but I don't think he will. And then Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday's good. He's a great defender. It's just and he's a good offensive player. I like Drew Holiday. I want to put him here, but I can't because if I'm putting him there, then D'Lo needs to go there and De'Aaron Fox needs to go there. So none of them are going into All-Star, but Drew Holiday, a great defender. He's a good shooter and he's a good playmaker, and he really helped out Giannis this season, and he helped the Bucks get where they are now. So I think Drew Holiday's a good player. He's respectable. Derrick Rose is average. Derrick Rose he's going to get replaced. Sadly, he's going to get replaced very soon. I predict by November next season, Derrick Rose is on the bench. Emmanuel Quickley is an upriser. He's got a bright future. Derrick Rose is getting up there in age. But Derrick Rose, when he's on the court, he's a average player. All right, he gets you the points. He gets you the playmaking. He does what he needs to do. And he does pretty good perimeter defense. Derrick Rose is a good to average player, and he doesn't disappoint when he's on the court. Trae Young is in... Do I put Trae Young in superstar? Yeah, I am. Trae Young, he's a great scorer. He's not so much of a great defender, but he's a great playmaker, and he's an amazing three-point shooter and scorer. I think he's a lot like a young Damian Lillard. He's having a similar start to how Damian Lillard started his career. Trae Young, this playoffs has been amazing, and without Trae Young, the Hawks, I know they just beat the Bucks without Trae Young, but without Trae Young, I don't think the Hawks beat the Knicks. All right, Trae Young is an incredible player, and they probably wouldn't even got the 5 seed. So Trae Young is a clear-cut superstar. You could put him here, but for now, I'm gonna put him in superstar. Kendrick Nunn is average. Kendrick Nunn is decent in everything. He's just like Dennis Schroeder. It's just that he's on the point. He's a starting point guard because Tyler Hero was terrible in the playoffs, and really there's not anyone else. All right. So Kendrick Nunn is average. Kemba Walker is good. Kemba Walker in Charlotte was probably all-star, possibly here. But Kemba Walker, ever since he got to Boston, he got on a big contract, and there's been a lot more pressure on him now that he's on a competitive team and not the Charlotte Hornets. He's also on a terrible contract, and he can't stay healthy. So Kemba Walker is so good player when he's healthy. He can put up good stats. He's a good second to third scoring option right now in his career, but I think he's good. LaMelo Ball, also good. I can't put LaMelo Ball in All-Star. All right, I get it. He had a fantastic rookie season, but he didn't stay healthy the whole season. And he's good, but I can't put him in All-Star. And then Russell Westbrook, to cap it off, will go in All-Star. Triple-double machine, and just an absolute beast. Triple-double machine, absolute beast, a great scorer, a great passer, and he's a force on the dunking end of the side of the ball. Not bad of a defender either. Not up here like he used to be, but he's still a great All-Star. No trash players, all right? I say you could put Markelle Fultz, you could put Killian Hayes, but for now, I just think these 3 guys haven't proven themselves yet. I think they still have a while to go. Markelle Fultz, when he's healthy, he's not bad. He probably here when healthy, just he's never healthy. So, hope you guys. Now we'll do the ranking real quick. Start off, Curry's the best, and then Luka, and then Dame. I think this is all fine. You could argue this. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So that's the ranking for Superstar. All-Star, I'm gonna put Westbrook first. I'm gonna do this. That will be it. Yeah, and then good. We don't need to rank good. That's too many players. Average, probably this. Yeah, probably like that. And then not ideal, I think. Yeah, I think that's good for not ideal. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I know this was a long one, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Next one won't be as long, but I'll see you guys in the next one. We're going to be doing shooting guards next, and we'll still be continuing NFL schedule predictions. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.